Ty's two-handed adventure continues. Welcome back. And let's go Vengeance top, Wildfire bottom. So we're playing the blightiest spirits in the game versus one of the blightiest adversaries in the game. I've played this pair of spirits a few times now, and I've actually won healthy a couple times too, so despite what this may look like, you don't necessarily have to be taking blight like a maniac. But sometimes you do, so we'll see if this is one of those games or not. When people ask who's a good partner for Vengeance, I often see Wildfire suggested, because they add blight, and Vengeance uses blight. And that is true, but I often find that if Wildfire is blighting a land, it's usually able to deal with that land by itself, so Vengeance isn't really taking advantage of it that much. And the other kind of issue is that both your spirits are using the same resource. If Wildfire is adding a blight every turn and Vengeance is taking a blight every turn, you're going to run out of blight pretty quick, so the whole burn down the island strategy can be a little bit dicey. Despite that, these two spirits do complement each other, I think. Wildfire is very good at dealing with non-blighted lands, and Vengeance is very good at dealing with blighted lands. And in addition to that, Flame's Fury can be very good when pointed at Vengeance because it starts with 3 damage dealing powers. Vengeance versus Sweden, fairly straightforward. Basically, if things get bad, we get better. Biggest blind spot is the escalation because we're not very efficient at grouping up Dahan, but Wildfire is extremely efficient at that. I absolutely love Wildfire versus Sweden. I don't think I did a video of it, but basically the whole game you're trying to stay one step ahead of Ravages because if one ever goes through, it's a huge problem. But with Vengeance in the game, that is much less of a problem. So I recently learned if you click this, then it hides it for the whole game, so that gives us more of a view. Vengeance starts over here, and we choose a mountain. If we go here, we can G3 into D6 and then catch the Explorer with Fiery. Wildfire starts here in the center, so they can catch B7 if Mountains Explore, and Group Dahan. Yeah, so we don't need Vengeance in D8, so we'll start here to catch the Jungle Explorer. And also this is a big problem land that we want to be able to put Disease into if Jungles is up first. Wetlands is decent though, with a Mountain discard, okay. So yeah, this is on our radar big time, like if we go jungle, that's a problem. So we'll Fiery this and save our Dahan from death and or conversion. And I'm going to zoom out just so you can see the whole board, just in case you want to pause and deliberate yourself. Call ain't bad, but I will note that every time I take it with Vengeance, it always seems to underperform for me. Dark Entangled Woods could cover this jungle, or elsewhere with help. Rain of Blood, Sweden's not really a fear adversary, they're a control the board adversary, also Sacred Site's rough. But this works well with both of our spirits, so I think it's definitely one of these. You do want to not take Ravage Blight versus Sweden as much as you can, so Defend is pretty nice. But I think Sky's moving both Dahan and Blight is kind of crazy. If we draw Jungles, it lets us take care of both the Cascade and the Escalation in B8. My personal Wildfire rule, if you can solve a land with your G3, do it. So we solve this, send Dahan to B6, and then we get the lone Dahan grouped up. Seems quite good to me. And we will play Smoke. And I suppose Vengeance should grow somewhere. Also, if we draw Jungles, we could Fetid D7 and then Plague Bearers it out. And then we'd hang on to Skies, but we will see. Small chance that the Beast solves D3 for us. Sands it is. Okay, let's smoke the town here, because then we can solve it without using Flame's Fury. Maybe we actually use Fetid here and skip it. Like, just in case we draw Wetlands and want to Cascade there, maybe? Yeah, sure. Okay, Wildfire's got another G3 solve. We'll push the Explorer up here and hope we don't see mountains. Vengeance. There's a Beast here, and this Ravage isn't so bad because no town gets added. So I am okay with not G3ing this turn. What does G2 offer us? Wildfire can handle this, barring a Sands back-to-back, which would be interesting. We could Epidemics a city to play into Grim Toll. Or actually, we can kill this town with Skies, and we dodge 2 escalations. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let's change where we put our disease, because this play seems very, very good to me. Blight goes into 7, we kill the town, and we can kill a town again if we draft an animal card. Maybe we add disease with our G3. We'll go here in case we don't. These Dahan are moving, so yeah. And yeah, let's go here, because Wildfire doesn't want to grow there, and we might Savage Revenge it. Next turn we get 2 damage Flash Fires, so that's nice. We could also cancel the build, but if this is Sands and we do that, it's kind of atrocious. We will prevent this build, however. No, we won't, because increasing aggression would be catastrophic here. Yeah, and there's also a Beast in B5. And we can still solve both Sands if Beast misses. Yeah, we'll play around it here just to be safe. Let's see how smart we are. Okay, that's half points. Saves this too, which isn't critical, but, you know, we'll take it. Adding Dahan is also quite good. Let's protect this from the back-to-back. Daunted, which basically says 2 fear, sure. Yeah, there is no chance we cancel this when Plague Bearers protects us from the back-to-back. Jungles, so there's 1 casualty. Fortification says build in mountains or wetlands. Seems like an easy choice. What to do with these? This seems like a reasonable option, because Wildfire can handle just about everything else. Or we leave this here and Plague Bearers from 2 to 4, so we can skip 4. Draft an animal card to solve 7. We don't want to take this Ravage, because if we do, then all of our jungle Ravages are enormous. So maybe G3 add disease is the play. And turn after we skip in Skies. We don't have any destroyed presence for this. Or Skies, but that's less important. We've also got Flame's Fury, so if we draft a fire card, we could kill the city in the Blighted Jungle. Or we get our disease into D8. Because since we don't have any destroyed presence, that land is also a concern. Then if we hit an animal card, we could start chewing that up. I'm kind of thinking that we let this go. And instead we clear B4. That gets us a fear card, which could then solve the Sands. I believe I like that. If Flash Fires wasn't dealing 2 damage this turn, I'd probably G2 for a major here and forget it. But 2 damage is kinda good. Vengeance is going to G3 regardless. We get to see the draft and then decide on disease. Most likely, but maybe not. Oh, well, Lure seems great. We can get this town out of here, and then maybe do it again. Or if we grow, then we can Savage Revenge it. Inflame could also work, but not skipping 4 means Vengeance's board kind of goes haywire, so I like this. very generally speaking, and at least in solo, you almost never want to add disease with your growth while you're still developing because you're basically taking a turn off, which is a huge cost. And yeah, we're letting this go. And we'll get ahead here. But yeah, we're adding disease for a good reason here, I think. We're keeping Vengeance's board under control and we're saving 2 blight, which is very important for Wildfire being able to solve its own board and being able to safely get onto Vengeance's. And if this does blight, then Wildfire can still solve V4 because of 2 damage flash fires. Okay, I'd say decent chance this solves. Nothing yet. This is a blank. We add disease, ignore disease. I think jungles are fine. Get our 2 fear for the builds. And if we feel the need to, we could boost epidemics for the solve. Or just bring a blight in there with skies. That's probably better. We get some fear, and here comes our solve. Isolate a land. That also works. No town gets added now. Good enough. And over here, D1 is our most likely explorer, so let's say no to that. Our only escalation worry is here, but we're not isolating V3. So, yep. We're also safe from a Sans escalation, so that's nice. Disease is ignored, so we'll collect our fear. And we draw coasts, which is putting a lot of pressure on D2. So we're going to skip it, and we might even skip it again next turn, depending on if like Wetlands is drawn, because then D1 could become a nightmare. Wildfire's board is getting pretty close to done though, and it's got infinite energy. We got sands, wetlands, mountains, possible explorers. So 2 and 3 chance we lose a Dahan. So wetlands is our best draw, which would probably be putting Vengeance on Reclaim again. But that's fine if it lets Wildfire come over safely. So we could play this. Does not strike me as a particularly good card for Wildfire. And I am not really wowed by any of these. We could dissolve B2, but I don't really like scattering a bunch of explorers around when our board is just about clear. And we can also just grow there and kill the stuff. There is a way to check setup symbols. How do we... Yeah. There is no way we're ever paying 7 for this, though. I guess that leaves Melt Earth. We can solve B1. Or actually, B3 is better because it isolates. Sure. Get flash fires out of here. So we handle B1, B3 this turn. Isn't flash fires just better then? Yeah. Flash fires is better than those 4 majors. You heard it here first, folks. So we still handle our coasts this way. We save 2 energy, we kill a town, and we heal a blight instead of an isolate. Sounds good to me. What the hell are we doing over here? We're reclaiming. That's easy. We can lure this off. Seems pretty good. So yeah, lure, strike low. Well, I see Quicken. I have likely said it multiple times by now, but it is a nutty Vengeance card, and nothing else comes remotely close here. Although I could maybe see an argument for Haunts and Embers if Lure didn't solve 6. But Quicken solves 3, which allows us to keep growing and not reclaim. And if Wetlands explores, it's 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, so it's still safe. Yeah, and it doubles as a late game nuke. Card is simply bananas. Increasing aggression this turn would be bad, but not catastrophic because we would at least heal the blight in B8, and no town off of D6. We'll flash fires up here just in case it does explore. I hope we're still Terror level 1. Okay. This comes with beast damage, so... Get to add one back to the left board. And we'll put it back here, just in case wetlands do explore, might help it out. Skip lowest numbered explorer. Please draw sands. We are going to cancel this build. So then we do not have to rely on Flame's Fury. Right, 3 plays. Yeah, Wildfire won't need it, so we'll get to point it at Vengeance. And if you do draw sands, then this solves 5 and we are miles ahead. This one can go through. Very high chance we just eat the 2 blight there, but that's fine. And here's our sands, perfect. So Wildfire's board is done. Vengeance is behind a turn, and we need a site for Quicken, so we shall G2. And we'd like to have a presence here for the disease and fiery ammunition. And this Ravage puts a town in 1, which then means either Explorer left converts it to Han, so that's not great. We'd also like to have a presence over here for Savage Revenge, possibly. So like this. We can skip this. Then Wetlands is real bad, and Mountains is okay. We would rather this to Han convert. Wildfire will have a major and a sacred site. Okay, let's major now and chuck flash fires. Get us some more information. Oh, well, now we're talking. I have to imagine that double quicken is pretty decent. Thresholding Power Storm also seems quite possible. It doesn't explicitly help with our wetland mountain problem though, and Spiders does. 5 energy. Sun and fire aren't a problem, triple air more so. If we had the fiery ammo, we could solve this by killing everything. I think Spiders is a safer choice, but I don't get to point Power Storm in another spirit very often. We do get to throw double Flame's Fury at Vengeance, that seems pretty good too. Not sure if we go bottom top or bottom bottom here. Little weird to have no destroyed presence and 2 cards that use them. But playing a little more defensive since Wildfire's here. Boosted Savage Revenge does good work here. We kind of want our presence everywhere. That's our problem here. And we're 1 less than usual because we added disease. We're reclaiming, so the dead spot on bottom hurts. And we're getting +2 energy from Flame's Fury, so I'm thinking top. We should be staying healthy, and we heal 1. And we want to stay healthy because a lot of blight cards are not good for Wildfire. Okay, we're going top, and we'll finally destroy a presence. And we could hit this for 5 next turn if we choose not to reclaim. Double Flame's Fury, bring a blight in with Skies, and Fiery Yet is 5. Should probably play Plague Bearers here too. That gives us 2 instances of 3 damage. But, if we play Skies... Never mind, we don't have the Destroyed Presence yet. Okay, this does lots of stuff for us. 3 damage from each innate, and we get a disease into our Blighted Sands. And Wildfire definitely doesn't need this. Okay. Cool. We will kill the city here. Yeah, and then disease into 7. We can cancel the build in 4, then Savage Revenge clears 4. Coastal towns multiply. Is fine. Got nothing over here. Sure, that helps. This saves our wetlands from escalation, kind of nuts. Remove from Dahan, also pretty good. And now we can add our town here, which is even better. Or is it? Wetlands is our better draw. Definitely. So yeah, let's play towards that. We will say no to this. Mountain? Come on, that's not right. Alright, so now we'll pull some of this stuff out. We can play fiery now, so 8 is less of a concern. And we will heal this blight. Now, does Vengeance reclaim for strike low, or do we just skies the blight out of D7, solve a D8, and take 2 blight? Wildfire reclaims. Could go for another major. But let's go for a minor here first, so we can play 3 cards, and grow to 3 fire. Grasp is actually kind of cool on Wildfire, because it lets us Firestorm at 2 range. So it could solve this mountain, which would let Vengeance reclaim. We can also play Scour Fast, which could solve this mountain. Sorry, I just gotta keep checking elements here. If we fast Scour, we don't heal a blight, which would mean we go blighted off our growth. Or we save Power Storm, heal a blight, and take Grasp. Healing a blight and solving 2 lands seems better to me. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to keep up our effort of staying healthy, and we'll reclaim here, and then we'll get the 3 plays. Sacred Site, lots of energy. Let's grab a major now. Oh baby. Flow's great too, easy threshold. Would let us solve D5 at our leisure. Dream could heal 2 blight. Also has animal water, so we could kill the cities first. We could absolutely annihilate Vengeance's board with thresholded Power-Stormed Hunger, but that might actually kill us. And I don't think there's any real need to take that path. I kind of want to take Dream, but same thing, like healing the blight doesn't seem necessary, so we'll just go with the super cheap, super versatile card that helps us solve multiple lands. We've still got fiery ammo. I don't think we need lure anymore, and we've got all of its elements covered. Yep. Alrighty then. Flow and fetid. So we will play... We don't need flow this turn because we can just defend D5. So let's play Plague Bearers. We can solve this jungle if it comes up. Okay, our other hand. We get to heal Blight at range 2, that's cool. I believe we need to Flame's Fury ourselves in order to kill all 3 explorers. But that is one of several reasons I play on this wonderful digital app. So we're giving up a point of damage by not giving it to Vengeance, but 2 clean solves here is really good. We'll take a city off the board. And this should be 4 damage. I've played the Spirit a couple times. So we'll deal our extra point to the city in case we draw Grim Toll. Other pieces here aren't important. And then, yeah, Smoke kills this. And Wildfire's board is finished. Ooh, free 2 damage. And Vengeance gets a free minor. Wildfire does not. We'll hit City here, and then Savage Revenge kills it. Sure. Weep's a crazy good Vengeance card, even better versus Sweden, but Eleboon seems pretty silly with Power Storm. Should help Vengeance clean up its board pretty quick. Yeah, like any air card off our G2 and we like destroy everything. Scapegoats. Helps this out too, sure. For D5, we've got Quicken, so we'll send him a 7. We'll send Dahan here, since we've got Blight and Presence in the wetlands. Cool, so yeah, we'll just draft for any air miner here. I spot 1. Yeah, +3 fear seems decent. Beast goes to wetlands. Wildfire's got this. Whoops. And we'll go here for Fiery Savage Revenge. Still got 1 destroyed. I guess we'll spend it now. Oh, I need to boon first. Ugh. I is smart. And Tier 2 Epidemic seems better than Fiery here. Okay, I'll get there, folks. I wish to not play Fiery. Okay, begin with Eleboon. Air. Water, thresholds flow. Plant heals a blight, but we want animal. Oh yeah, I guess this can target other spirits, just realizing that now. That's fine though. Eleboon 2. Plant. Fire animal. Oh my god. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Screwing around with elements is not my strong suit. It's harder for me than the friggin' game. Okay. Air, yes. Okay, that's done. Animal. Fire. Boon 2. Let's grab water and air. And animal. Okay, tier 2 epidemics. We don't get the blight heal, but whatever, close enough. Get to kill this too. Double quicken means we get to nuke this too, so that's nuts. Kills everything, sweet. I guess we might as well bring this over too. An explorer survives now, but that's no big deal. Highly unoptimal, but we got through the turn. This is all fine. The mobs are quite angry. And the nerves are quite frayed. There's Terra level 3. Let's cancel some builds, why not? And it appears that we are all done. We've got no blight to heal, probably because I don't know how elements work. Ooh, we got the flavor text range on Savage Revenge, though. That's what's important. We've got Destroyed Presence, so yeah, let's Skies of Blight over. Let's go to 4 energy. Wildfire does whatever. Yeah, sure. Oh, right. We only have 1 destroyed presence. Alright, fine. Game actually ended like 5 minutes ago, but there. Yeah. And there we go. Might have been able to heal another blight too. Alright, let us review. There we go, we got video proof, it's possible. Yeah, what did we took like a turn 3 disease ad, which definitely slowed us down. But we managed to catch back up. Quicken was MVP, Skies did some good work. Wildfire did its stay ahead thing. Grass was cool. And I guess we only had our uniques for most of the game. We played Flash Fires twice and it was actually good both times. I just love G3 on this spirit. What else? I guess we did have Power Storm, but we also whiffed on our first major draft, so, you know, we were owed something. That's just how it works. First event was great, saved us a blight and probably an escalation. Extra build didn't hurt us too much. Getting disease was great. More Dahan ads, free miner, and yeah, so pretty good overall. We kind of paid attention to our possible explorers and kind of acted accordingly, and that's it. Thanks for watching.